let's talk about plastic pollution in Lagos. What remediation plans have you put in place to take care of that?
Well, plastic pollution is a Commonwealth issue, as you know. It was brought up at the Commonwealth Summit. No, with plastic, it has to begin with legislation. And if we just look at Kenya, Kenya's had a law in for the past 8 months, and you can be fined up to $30,000 if you're seen with plastic bags. So here it has to start with legislation. Legislation has to be proven, pushed through, and then implemented at waste generation level. And then we give a solution to the waste generators. That's the people who are using the plastics. And eventually, like our own company, you're aware we own a business in Europe. We make black bags for the waste contract here. These black bags are biodegradable. So, because we had the foresight, we knew that this was coming through the Commonwealth leads. So we took that precaution when we started the project under the CLI to ensure we were covered there.
So are those black bags in use here in Nigeria?
Yes. So what's happening now is all the organic bags will come, and they're viable. That was the purpose of purchasing that company as part of our project to the CLI.
You said will come.
No, they are coming. They're here.
They're here now.
Right, yes.
Okay.
But then you have... Well, I'll come back to you. There are those who are complaining about your beans in Ikorodu being turned upside down, and then some of your trucks scattering waste along the road as they're moving.
That happened, listen, first of all, the bins. The bins were turned upside down by residents and people who didn't want waste receptacles near their businesses, near their homes. And that happens all the time, unfortunately. No matter where you are in the world, that happens. And then to go back on the point about the vehicles, as we spoke about last time, you know, these vehicles are tied down with sheeting, okay? These vehicles are traveling at 55, 60 kilometers an hour. The sheet inevitably comes loose, and some waste, it comes off the back of the vehicle. Now, we've said to the public, we've reached out, we have helplines. Please call us, please tell us where the vehicle had the dispersal of waste, and we will go and clean up. We have what we call an M&I team, which is monitoring intervention, and any extraordinary instances like that, the team go and clean it up.
Okay. Mr. Shabi, is there any plan by the Lagos State government to legislate on plastic pollution?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say when I was talking. Is as for today, we have many recyclers who are recycling the waste, the PET bottles. You know, these PET bottles, it takes about 500 years for that bottle to degrade in the environment.
Not just the PET bottles, the pure water sachets.
Also the pure water sachets. You know, they're from
black bags.
Yeah, and the black bags, you know, they're organic, right?
They're inorganic.
Inorganic products, you understand, sorry. Secondly, we're trying to create some centers now in the state through that legislation that we're going to have these centers where people will be bringing in their PET bottles and they get something in return. Definitely, you're cleaning up the environment. Secondly, you're also creating job opportunities for people. And this will get to the end users. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So this is the government plan now. We're working on that, and by the time we present this to the House of Assembly, and definitely we're going to control the market of these PET bottles.
So you're not going to ban plastic?
No, we're working. You see, when we have a legislation on that, right, we're also working for the alternative to say that in the future, there's a way for us. I mean, we're definitely going to work on the alternative for the PET bottles. You understand? I mean, when I was in last April, we've been working on the research using some cornstarch and some polymers to see how this could work as a substitute. But you know, research takes a long time. And the last time I think I was here on this issue of PET bottles, I said by year 2025, we will definitely get out of all this.
Would you be talking to those who are manufacturing using these PET bottles
definitely
to reclaim them?
Definitely.
Like the breweries and all that?
You see, these days, what we call the producers' responsibilities, and we've been working with them to ensure that they take this back from people. You understand? And we have some recyclers too who have been recycling these products, right? And they are also getting other products from this.
Okay. Mr. Kastumo, let me begin with you. Olusoso is shut down. How's that affecting your business, and how is it going to affect the collection of waste around Lagos and Ojota, Ikeja especially?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Olusoso is shut down, but it has affected the turnaround time for the business. That's for collection. But really, to an extent, yeah, We're still working. And what we now do is going to Ewelepe and Ikorodu. But the government are trying to in fact, they have putting up some other transfer loading stations for use. Those in Ikeja will be making use of the Agege transfer loading station on Akiogungbe, while those on the mainland will be making use of Odaliki, and those on the island will be making use of the Tapa Street TLS, while those within Oshodi will be going to Oshodi. Those in our park will be making use of Oshodi. So all these things, and there are also some transit points that have been identified in some local governments like Agulejika, that will serve those of Mushin as well, and those in Amuwodofi. So overnight, these things are being haulaged. The waste is now being haulaged by Visionscape to the Ekpe Sanitary Landfill site. Okay. So it's going to increase the turnaround time for operators within the city.
Okay.
So instead of going down to Ikorodu, spending probably 1-2.5 hours going there to come back, and doing one trip a day, you can now do as much as 2-3 trips.
Okay.
To
all right.
refuse.
Mr. Evan, Akomubenga, I hope I got that right, is tweeting here, says, why is there so much waste on the streets of Lagos? Why is Visionscape not effectively and timely taking waste off the streets?
Well, I think that you have to understand here, as part of our project, and I've said this before in your programme, our project is to deliver a residential waste collection system. Now, we all know that we've done the waste categorisation study, that the waste that's on the street, and we've said this before, sometimes in excess of 60% is commercial waste. Okay? And it gives a false impression. It gives a false impression. Yes, there is waste on the street. I've admitted that before. But I told you before, this is a first cycle contract. When a project is taken over from a government-led initiative. And first cycle contracts are always the worst. And I said to you before, if you have a look at New York, have a look at London, there was always problems in first cycles.
Okay, thank you very much. We have been looking at managing waste in Lagos State, and we had the CEO of Visionscape Sanitation Solutions, Mr. John Irvin. We also had a representative of the Waste Operators Association, Mr. Afis Kasumu, as well as the SA to the Lagos State Governor on Cleaner Lagos Initiative, Engineer Adebola Shabi. Thank you very much for coming to enlighten us.
Thank you.
The waste will not reduce, so you've all got your work cut out.